Good morning. It's Thursday. This is going to be day 6 of doing this. We still have quite a bit of food left and leftovers in the fridge. However, so yesterday you saw the canned meat video. I want to say, like, it was edible. You could eat it. It tasted okay. But afterwards, you felt gross. And it wasn't just me. Even the little one, her belly was extended. It was very, very, very salty. And I added no extra salt. Everybody that night was extremely bloated. I chugged water all night. It was, honestly, I'm trying to get the light out of my glasses. Vegetarian would have been better if we would have been a vegetarian way. It was just, for your body, I would not recommend that. Also, that night, Tuesday night, I was talking to Josh and I'm like, it's no wonder that there are so many people with health problems that are lower income, because if you can't afford fruits and vegetables and not canned meat, and you feel like you need it and can't live without it and do a vegetarian or plant-based, I was feeling really bad. Not just from that dinner, but just with all the carbs and the casseroles and everything. I was on Pinterest Tuesday night, and I was salivating at roasted turnips. When you're salivating at a roasted root vegetable, girl, you need something in your life. And then people say, well, take a vitamin. Well, why should I take a vitamin? I mean, I probably should take a vitamin, but the point is, why should we take vitamins and supplements instead of just eating better? Why is that not a thing in America? There's this really cool documentary on Netflix. It's about 5 countries or 5 places that have the most people over 100. And the things that I learned in that were, they eat a lot of vegetables, they eat a lot of well-balanced meals, they're active, and that might just mean that this 100-year-old lady goes out to her garden every day and is pruning her garden. But because she's getting up and down and moving those core muscles and just moving her body, it's keeping her healthier. That was, I think, in Japan. And then there was another one where it was in Italy, and it was everywhere. It was like an uphill walk. And they eat a lot of carbs and pastas and whatnot, but it's fresh and healthy. I don't want to say healthy. It's fresh and not processed in a can. And that is why there's so many issues, I feel like. We are forced to be eating like crap if we're lower income, because you only have so much money and you have to buy the cheap stuff. And I've mentioned before, we get WIC. So with WIC, because I breastfeed, I'm still included for the year. And then both little girls get it, because Gracie's only the one that only technically qualifies with her Medicaid, but because her sister is, because Elsie's under 5 and her sister qualifies, then she qualifies. And then because I'm breastfeeding her, I qualify. So because of that, we get $76 a month in fruits and vegetables. That's a lot of fruits and vegetables. It's technically for the 3 of us, but what am I going to like?
Hi, Mama.
Hi, Elsie. But what am I going to do? Tell everyone they have to buy their own fruits, the other 2 have to buy their own fruits and vegetables? But even that is such a blessing. And wouldn't it be nice if everybody, every family was entitled to $10 of fruits and vegetables, even a month, per person in the family? Wouldn't that be so helpful? So that's my little ramble. I'm gonna show you what we have, and then we're having like a brunch today. We had a little snack this morning, but we got a really late start. The girls didn't want to sleep last night. So when I cry, my eyelids puff up like puff pastries. It's not fun. So I did go to the store yesterday and I needed a salad in my life. I needed greens and I said I deserve them today. So I went and used Wick. That's all we bought. I found my tripod, by the way, one of them. I don't know if this one will work. We'll see later. But what I got. I went to Winco and oh my gosh, these are, okay, this is like, you have to see this. The biggest leeks ever. And they were only $4 at Winco. And this will last forever. Leeks are really, really good for you. So there's those. And then a spinach mix, a bag of carrots, a couple tomatoes, and a cucumber. Because I like I said, I needed something. And then these were from before Thanksgiving. They were in a video and they were in the back of the other fridge. I'd put them there to save them for Thanksgiving. And they're a little wilty, but I think tonight we're going to roast those up and we're going to do chicken. The fridge is beeping at me. And we are going to have a light meal with what we got. So leftover wise, we have all this pasta left that's cooked, which I should not have cooked the second bag because there's a lot left over. We have leftover bechamel sauce. That meat from that's the pork sausage. We're not going to eat that. I can give you ideas, but we're not here going to eat that. Leftover canned green beans. Back there was lentils that I had. I think those are probably done. Yeah, that was a week old. So I'll smell them, but unless we cook them tonight. Sorry, Lucy has long nails and they can't get cut shorter because her quicks are too long. That's leftover acorn pasta. This is the meat from the bone broth I made, the bone broth. Then we have leftover fried rice. That was from yesterday because I was gone for hours and dying. And kids' meals at Costa Vida are like $5 and it's one taco and that's what I ate. So I cheated, but you know what? Yesterday didn't count. So we still have that acorn squash, and then we still have part of those 2 chickens we cooked. But again, I finished them in the air fryer. They were a little dry, so I don't know quite what I want to do with that yet. And then, shut this. Elsie's waiting for lunch. Over here. Let's start in our bag. We have one more bag of pasta. We have the 2 ready rice. We've only had this cereal. We had it once for breakfast, and then Josh has had it once or twice for a snack. We still have a bunch of goldfish crackers. Sorry, I'm holding this super weird because I'm holding it with a tripod and now I'm not used to that. We still have probably half the bag of the chips left. 3 boxes of the mac and cheese left. 2 things of nuts. I opened one last night. I think at this point we'd probably have a bag and a half left of rice. Because remember, I didn't open my actual rice. The ketchup has not gotten open yet. I used the peanut butter once, but I had a little bit of peanut butter left, so I didn't want to open a new one. 4 potatoes. 1 squash. Probably a bag and a half left of the flour. I haven't put that in the feed. I haven't made a new feed yet. Sorry, this is really horrible. Okay, in this section we have the 1 Frappuccino left, canned turkey chunks, 1 chicken breast, and there was 4 tunas, but I opened one when I was trying to get the cat. I'm not even pointing at the right. Get the cat to eat. 2 cream of mushrooms, a cream of chicken. Oh my gosh, Elsie's moving the chairs around. There we go. 1.5 pumpkins. Those things you can see. You can see. I'm not gonna. We have a lot left, but again, for dinner, I think I want to try and get bread going. But like I said, I need to feed these kids. So maybe we can do bread tonight, but I was thinking roasted vegetables, chicken, and I don't know what else yet. Because it needs to be light. I was looking, when I was doing the recording, I was like, I could see it in my stomach, how bloated it was. Again, I'm not a skinny gal, but I was like, am I pregnant? Am I 9 months pregnant? What the heck is going on? So I think for lunch, we will make some pasta with this bechamel we have left and the pasta we already have cooked, or for brunch. And then maybe we'll just put the green beans in it and some chicken. And that sounds like a good lunch. And then we'll just have some fruit. And that's quick and easy. If this is a little thick, you could save pasta water or just add in a little bit of milk or water if that's all you have. So I will show you what it looks like when we are done. And my house is a disaster. I did absolutely nothing yesterday but lay in the bed and cry after I posted my video. And then we had dinner and yeah. So I will show you. All right, this was just quick and easy. I threw it in the microwave. I cut up the pasta and the chicken and the green beans pretty fine because the baby's going to be eating it. I did add a little, just a tiny bit of salt because remember this sauce, that's how much I used. And this is a really small, the smallest Pyrex. So I used about half. This sauce didn't have any salt in it because of that sausage. So just a little pinch of salt because it's not good for her. A lot of salt's not good for any of us, but she's not technically supposed to have salt. Some basil and some black pepper. Just to give it a little seasoning. I'm going to probably just open a mandarin or get some blueberries out. And that is what the girls are having. The baby woke up, but she's hanging out with her big sister. So we're good for a minute. So what I'm thinking is, like I said, I need something. I need not a casserole. So what I was thinking is we could take a couple more of those chicken breasts from the bag and do maybe like a one, what is that thing? Kind of a one pan meal, chicken and rice with roasted vegetables. I don't know if I'll do it on the stove or I'll bake the chicken in the oven or I'll just make rice. I haven't decided that part yet. But I thought for veggies, let's just take kind of all of the little extras we have, cut them up, and those can go for roasting. When I was salivating last night over the roasted turnips, I read the article because I clicked on the picture because I was like, what are these amazing looking things? And I've never done this before, but she said a farmer taught her, and I didn't even save it. So I'm sorry, I can't link it. But she said that a farmer told her the best way to do roasted vegetables is in 1/4 cup of vinaigrette per pound of veggies. So not a lot, and you let them set for like 10 minutes, and then you roast them. So we're gonna try that. We're just gonna make an easy vinaigrette in my bowl here, and then we'll chop up the veggies and throw it in. I don't have shallots or anything like that, so I'm just gonna use onion powder, and we're gonna do some Dijon mustard in it, some olive oil, some white wine vinegar, and some garlic. I think that's pretty good. You know what? I was gonna use this and then I was like, this is too expensive. So I can't do a 1/4 cup of this, but we're gonna put a little splash in for the seasonings. Maybe like half a teaspoon. And it has the lemony taste. So I think that'll be good. That's really good. So just this, and we're gonna chop up our veggies and throw it in that. I have like 1/3 of an onion, 1 corn of one corn on the cob, which the middle one will love because she loves a corn. I'm gonna do 1 of the potatoes, which leaves us 3 potatoes. I have this much zucchini. I have this much bell pepper. I have this many carrots. I have some Brussels sprouts. They were on sale a couple weeks ago, but they're still good. So let's use those. And then we have these left over. We had 2 of these, but we don't need 2 of them. So that's what we have for vegetables. We're gonna throw them in this. I'm not gonna cook anything right now because it's cut the seeds. That's as much bell pepper as we have. We don't want it too small, but we don't want it big because then it'll be clear that everybody gets 1 piece of bell pepper, and that's not tasty. So maybe about that size for everything. Also, thank you everybody for yesterday. It was a hard day for sure. And I appreciate all of those wonderful comments. If I didn't heart them or comment on them, I did read them. I'm a recent Brussels sprouter liker. But how, I think because my mom just boiled them growing up. That's not the most tastiest way to eat them. But, you know, you cut the bottom off. And I try to do it really, really small. But then the leaves still fall off. And then they burn. So how do I get the leaves from not falling off? Serious question. I'd like to know. All right, those are all stirred up. We're going to let it sit for 10 minutes. In that time, I'm going to go put her down for a nap. And we will be back. I think that I've made the decision that we're just going to do plain rice. I don't want, I just need plain. Just plain. I just want it plain. So I think, though, we'll use the last box of chicken stock. We'll put some leeks in it, cut it pretty small, and some spinach in the rice. That weird? Not spinach. We're not going to do spinach. That's going to cook too fast. We'll do some seasonings, though, and the chicken stock, and some leeks. Let's make the marinade. We're going to do some avocado oil. White pepper. I guess I could come like right here, huh? That'd be better. I don't know why I need the cutting board. Okay, white pepper. And even though we're going to use fresh, we're still going to do garlic and onion. We're going to do some paprika. Some basil. Mahana, go lay down. Some thyme. We'll save the sage. And Montreal chicken seasoning. Well, I guess we're not going to put the fresh. I'm not going to put the fresh in here. We'll put the fresh garlic and onion in the pan when we cook. But we'll take that and give it a good mix. Get the oil and all those spices all over your chicken. I am getting ready to throw the vegetables in. I have the rice going already. I just took out the bread. Look at that. Doesn't that look so good? It looks better than my last loaf. I don't know what was going on with that one. I just have onions in my pan when I start the chicken. We have our chicken. And then I wound up cutting the Brussels sprouts into halves again because I realized how big they were compared to everything else. And then that's our veggies. And I'm not going to start the chicken until it's closer to I'll throw the chicken in probably 10 minutes before this stuff is done. So when the rice starts counting down, it'll have about 10 minutes left, and then we can do the chicken. I have garlic and onion cooking. I'm going to put the chicken in. I think I need a little bit more olive oil. Or Avocado oil is what I guess I grabbed. Our veggies are probably halfway done roasting. Our rice is almost done. The baby's having her pre-dinner dinner because she yells during dinner because she can't eat fast enough, so she gets upset. So we give her a little bit before so she doesn't think she's dying. Okay, these are pretty thin, so let them just cook a couple minutes on each side. And then while that is doing that, I'm going to cut up the salad. Or cut up stuff for the salad. I'm going to make the big one a bagel with eggs and some cheese. I'm going to do 2 eggs because you can see the difference in the eggs. And I'm cutting up, I have some cucumber and carrots and tomato cut up on top of the salad. And our chicken is almost ready to flip. Woo! Our veggies are looking good. We are going to flip the chicken now. And then I decided I don't want like a cream sauce, but I want a sauce to go with the rice. So I'm thinking of just using the rest of the chicken broth after this is done and kind of making like a light sauce to go over the chicken. I also had a realization that I am going to stop saying I'm poor. Because I'm not poor. Someone said it in a comment. I am not poor, I'm very blessed. And that is very true. I don't have a lot of money, but that's okay. But I have all the other things that I need. And that's what's important. And poor has such a negative feel to it. So that's my goal that I'm going to work on. Because my children have everything they need. We have everything we need. So we don't get to go eat out every week. Or we don't get to go to Disneyland anymore. I haven't been to Disneyland in like 4 years. But what else could we possibly need? We have love and we have each other. And we have food. And crazy little girls. Hi! And so our clothes, well, not mine, I just wear the same like 3 things. But our clothes are secondhand. Our glasses are from Chinese websites. That's fine. You don't need to have a lot of money to have a good family and to have a great time. The bread is on the table being eaten already, but this is dinner. I forgot when I put potatoes in that I was making rice. So I should not have put the potatoes in the veggies, but that's okay. It was only 1 potato. We have Elsie's and the big kids. She wanted to try some of the chicken. And ours. / the babies. Can you tell that I really wanted a salad and veggies? Also, yeah, I cut my own chicken before I sit at the table. But I just put like a little, I don't think you can see it, a light little dressing I made. You won't see me making it because we were having a hard time, and I'm not going to put my kid having a hard time on the internet because I wouldn't want someone putting me on the internet having a hard time. But that's the sauce. And there you go. We took some free stuff and we made a delicious dinner with lots of veggies.